You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
And today is the start of our weekend Cabral HouseCalls. So many questions this weekend because we've been getting so many in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start answering more, and I'm going to kind of piece them together. Today is actually going to be our first rapid fire edition. Each one is going to be no more than 2 minutes, and I'm actually just going to kind of roll right through the questions. Did this on purpose, categorize them in this way so I can make this a rapid fire, and then tomorrow we'll get a little bit more in depth because they're kind of all their own little 5-minute episodes. So looking forward to both, and just a little bit different of a format, I guess. So let's get right into it. This first question is one I get quite often. I love answering it, and so I'll keep answering it as it keeps coming up. So this is from Megan. Megan asked me, what's your drink of choice, alcoholic-wise, when you go out? So, I'm going to answer this as easily as I can. I've answered it way back before on a weight loss Wednesday edition. But what I want to say is this. When I go out, it doesn't mean I need to drink alcohol every single time. I can go out with my friends. I can go out with my wife. I can go out with family. And I don't need to drink alcohol. That took some time, right, to do, even if everyone's drinking alcohol as well. So what do? I almost do it the same way, alcohol and non-alcohol wise. So why don't I share that with you? So I will get a soda water. I will get soda water with ice, and I will do... Now remember, it's not tonic water. Tonic water has a sugar in it. Soda water is just carbonated water. I will do a squeeze of lime in there, okay, so with a lime, and then I will do a splash of cranberry. That splash, not a dash or not a big glass of cranberry, that makes me feel like I'm drinking a special drink. I never drink anything that has any real sweet to it, except, of course, my smoothies, which has fruit. So what am I doing? Well, I'm giving myself a little drink that I enjoy as well. Soda water, lime, splash of cranberry. It's like, the old school drink, the raspberry lime Ricky, right? So it's raspberry, but instead of the raspberry, because that's syrup, we're doing cranberry. So cranberry lime Ricky, we'll call it. And there's no alcohol in it. Well, let's just say now you want to make it with alcohol. All you do is add a splash of a very clean, gluten-free vodka. Really easy to do. There are a bunch of brands out there. I think Tito's makes one. There's a bunch of brands. And then you can get your own. And again, like at that point, if you're doing a splash, as long as you're not celiac or those types of issues, or of alcohol, then that's just kind of your cheat anyway. So that's one easy drink, right? Alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Soda water, ice, lime, splash of cranberry. Add the alcohol or not, okay? So then what other would be like a cleaner one as well? Well, tequila is naturally gluten-free. So you could do tequila, and you could do that with the same thing, lime. You could add a little soda water if needed, ice, and then no sweeteners. No, you could add triple sec if you needed to, or one of those things. But no, it's all of these, trying to make a recommendation for you. My recommendation overall is you can't use mixers. You can't add, I don't even know the name of the mixer, but it must just be called margarita mix or something like that. Those are the ones just loaded with sugar. A lot of them have dyes in them. They're terrible. So make it as clean as possible. And again, those are my recommendations, and that's it. So again, you're going to get to the point, Megan, where you don't need to drink every time you do go out. And when you do, you can just have one drink, and then you can actually switch between an alcoholic and non-alcoholic drink. That works. I'll give you some more recommendations in the future, because there are ways to do like mojitos, which can be a cleaner one as well, which is soda water, mint, sugarcane, and mint leaves. I don't know if I already said that. I believe I did. And then the clear alcohol, which is the rum. But again, higher in sugar, higher glycemic. So anyway, those are my best recommendations. Hopefully that helps, right? Elizabeth is up next. Really quick question here. I answered this last weekend on the house call, but it was from a different person asking about the detox specifically. This time, Elizabeth, can I take charcoal capsules every morning as part of a health routine? And the answer would be, no, you should not. Charcoal actually binds up everything in the intestines. That includes toxicity, that includes minerals, that includes vitamins. And so if you're going to do that, you'd have to wait like 3 or 4 hours after that to then have your meal. I see no need to take charcoal every morning at all. Absolutely no need. It's a supplement, right? We only take supplements as needed. And so we're not going to use that every morning. We certainly don't want to bind up good stuff as well as our intestines. When are we using charcoal? After food poisoning, part of an intestinal-based cleanse, maybe annually or semi-annually. You can see the cleanse that I recommend just by going to the stephencabral.com/store. So that's what I'm recommending, not on a daily basis. Absolutely no needed. Save your money for another great product. And again, charcoal, just a supplement that's needed on a as-needed basis. All right. So Vernice is up next. Vernice asked a very long question just in the as we're looking to just keep things a little shorter. She asked, after pregnancy, really was diagnosed with dysbiotic yeast and parasites. How do you check for these beyond that? And how do you get rid of them? So this is going to be a much larger episode, but what I have to say is, like, Vernice was asking about individual supplements and those types of things. You know, this is really important, and this is going to go into a podcast episode as well tomorrow. This takes, if you have systemic-based yeast, if you have a lot of intestinal yeast overgrowth, and if you have parasites, you have to make sure from the get-go you know what you're dealing with. My highest recommendation is to run an organic acids test. Look to see your level of bacterial overgrowth. Look to see your level of candida yeast fungal overgrowth. Start there, and then you're going to go into a full 12-week yeast protocol. Anyone who tells you can do a 7-day or 14-day yeast cleanse is not, that's just marketing. That's just hype. They're not doing you any justice. I know that I lose probably a lot of people by saying, hey, you know, this is going to be a 12-week course. That's because these are living things. How do you create a garden in 14 days? You can't. You literally have to turn over the soil. You have weed. You need to take everything out. And your digestive tract, those intestines are 29 feet long. You think you're going to accomplish that all in a week? That's not going to happen. That's just not the truth. Anyone telling you that is lying. Just marketing. They're flat out lying to you to sell you a product. So my bottom line is this. You can always use what we recommend in my Boston practice that I've seen work over and over and over for the past 4 years, right? I've also been doing this, I've been researching it 20 years, but the protocol that I'm using now, I've been using for 4 years. Before that, it was a little different. And the reason is, my protocol now is state-of-the-art, best of the best, using biofilm disruptors, using the exact herbs that work, using the research that works, and then repopulating in a smart way. Remember, you're not going to use probiotics when you're doing a yeast-based protocol. Not in the beginning, you're absolutely not. And you're not going to do that when you have bacterial overgrowth. Why? Why would you put more colon-based bacteria in a small intestine that's already polluted with bacterial overgrowth? Can't talk about this all now. Vernice, do yourself a favor and do that organic acids test. If not, at least look to see what I do for my full 12-week protocol. It does work. It works exceptionally well with our protocol too. You know it's going to work. It's backed up by what I do in my practice. So hopefully that answers the question, what you have going on. But, you know, keep in mind too is I know that no one likes to hang on, but I am going to do full anti-yeast-based protocols on a podcast coming up, and I'm also going to do full parasite-based protocols, and like telling you exactly what you need to do. I'm also going to be writing complete web pages on step-by-step what to do, and I'm going to be creating complete videos on what to do. It's just, I only have about an hour or two a day outside of all the people that I see in my practice to try to write, create, do all of these podcasts, and so it's just time-consuming. I'd love to have it done tomorrow. It's just in the essence of time, I'm not able to do that. That's all. All right, next question, Michelle. What are your thoughts on Advocare supplements? So Advocare is a nutritional supplement line. I don't like bad-mouthing anyone because I know most people come from a place of trying to help people. Advocare is a little different. I can only really get behind companies that have single products that, like, that's their life. That's what they do, is this product. They believe so much in it. And I really can only get behind functional medicine-based companies that produce these products. One, they're third-party tested. Two, they're based on scientific research. Three, they're using the exact dosage based on the research, right? Like, that's so important. Advocare doesn't do that. Now, again, I apologize. I know probably 1 million people who are reps for Advocare. I'm not bad-mouthing Advocare. I'm not saying anything bad about them. What I'm saying is I personally can't recommend them, right? If you find that they're the best for you, then great. That's the best thing for you. But I just want to give you why I come from that place. Like, as an example, their meal replacement shake, their first ingredients are this: protein blend of whey protein concentrate. Not from grass-fed cows, not from cows that are not antibiotic fed, that are not hormone fed. Can't get behind that. Second ingredient, calcium casein or caseinate. Calcium casein is one of the products that we know which raises IGF-1 levels, which can lead to other cancer-based things. Again, this product is not going to cause cancer. I'm not saying that. But the research shows that casein is one of the things that promote insulin growth factor 1, okay? Can't get behind that. It also, when I do hundreds of food sensitivity tests per year, I see that one of the things, if not the most highest food sensitivity in the land is casein, okay? So plain and simple, casein is a food sensitivity. The majority of the people that I test are sensitive to it. How can I recommend a product where people are sensitive to this product? Milk protein isolate. That is just a cheap form of protein, milk protein. You're literally just using milk protein. Not healthy. Comes from cows that are not healthy cows. They're not grass-fed. They're not high in omega-3s. They're higher in omega-6s. It's inflammatory. Can't get behind the product. That's just one example. This is their meal replacement. Now, and they use sucralose. They use Splenda. We know artificial sweeteners like Splenda wipe out good bacteria in the gut. How could I recommend that? So again, not bad mouthing. I'm just going straight facts. Sorry, Michelle, I cannot recommend their products. Okay. And plus there's so many other good ones, right? Like, so we recommend, like if you're just die hard, you want a whey protein. Well, use the product that we recommend. We don't like make anything from it. Fit 365. I know the owner. It's all they do. This one product. It's whey protein. It's from grass-fed cows. Does it cost a little bit more? Yes, but that's because when you use a good quality product, it costs more. Remember, everyone, this is what we put into our body. If we're going to spend money in one area of our life, we should spend it on food. That's the area. We can't put bad stuff on our body. Bad things happen. It costs more in the long run. We lose work time, missed work time, right? We spend more on health insurance. We get sick. We can't be there for our families. We need to really take that into consideration. Okay. Catherine's asking, can you recommend a biofilm disruptor? I heard you talk about it with your parasite-based protocols. Okay, so absolutely. One that I am recommending. So here's the thing. How do you find a good biofilm disruptor? Okay, so you look for a few things. You look for products like proteases, and those proteases help break down proteins. Now, the other thing is you have to take these biofilm disruptors away from meals, right? You have to do it right in the morning when you wake up or before bed. Those are the two best times. Why? There's no food in your stomach. So especially right when you wake up, because it has to bypass all the food in your stomach so it doesn't break down proteins in your stomach like the food, and it goes in and starts to break down the chitosan layer of, like, let's say yeast-based shell or overgrowth. It has to break down the biofilms over parasites. Remember, these are living things. That's kind of like their roof over their house, right? That's the sticky film or the thick film. And it also has heavy metals in it. But, so what I want you to do is simply go to stephencabral.com/store. Click on the parasite protocol. You don't have to buy it. Remember, I'm promoting from the standpoint that I sell everything at the lowest possible cost. You also get the exact protocol that I'm recommending, meaning like you're not going to just use the one in the bottle, you're going to use the one that I've seen work in my practice. And number two, there are no single vitamin solutions. When you look at a yeast protocol, you look at a parasite protocol, you look at an intestine protocol, you look at autoimmune protocol, you will never see me say, this is the one product, whether it's through any of the functional medicine companies that I recommend because I believe in them, I think they're great, or something I use with the Equilibrium Nutrition line. And the reason you'll never see one is because one product cannot do it all. We are not using pharmaceutical drugs. We're using nutritional supplements. A biofilm disruptor does what? It removes the layer over the yeast or over the parasites or over the bacterial overgrowth. It is one of the reasons why people are not getting better from all of those protocols. So just because you remove the layer, which you have to do, don't get me wrong, that's the secret, right, that I'm giving out. No one's talking about that. No one's really using it. Even natural health practitioners. But then what? After that, you need the herbs. You need the specialty products to then remove the parasite, the bacteria, or the yeast. So important. I will absolutely bring you step by step in the future how to do this. I will write books on how to do this. I can't do it all in just a minute or two episode. However, you can see exactly how I do it. Again, this is what I do in my practice. This is what I do in my protocols. I want to bring this to you right now. It's very simple. You can simply just go to stephencabral.com/store, see exactly what I do, see exactly what I recommend. All of the products are shipped directly from my Wellness Institute in Boston to you. They ship to the US, they ship to Canada, and they ship to the UK. And you'll get my exact protocol protocol. So I think that's the best thing I can do. What I can recommend to you is there are a bunch of biofilm disruptors out there. This is the one that I've seen. This is the one that has the best clinical benefit, and you're going to get the exact one that I recommend. Hopefully that helps, and thank you everyone for tuning into another Cabral House Call. I'm going to come back tomorrow with a little bit more in-depth questions and answers. So just talking about, all sorts of different things, really, from health, wellness. We've got some great exercise ones tomorrow, some ADHD. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend if you're listening to this on the Saturday that it comes out. And for anything where I ever talk about show notes and all that, just simply go to that episode, which is for this one, StephenCabral.com/259. You'll get all the links. You'll get everything that you need. And of course, if you have any questions, if I didn't answer it well enough, re-ask it again. I'm happy to answer those for you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Are you ready to heal yourself and then go on to heal others? If so, the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute can help you discover proven functional medicine protocols that blend the best of 7 different healing disciplines from around the world. I personally share with you the exact handouts and protocols I use in my private practice that enable people to get well, lose the weight, and live longer, stronger. I want to pass this information on to the next generation of health coaches, and that is exactly why I created IHP. We are the future of the health coaching industry, and the skills and knowledge you will learn will make you an in-demand certified health coach anywhere in the world. Although we have many medical professionals taking the IHP certifications, no experience is necessary, and half our members have no previous health certifications. At the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, our motto is a health coach in every home. Our goal is that you take this knowledge and then share it with family, friends, loved ones, your community, or in a practice where you create a career you love and can be proud of. The global IHP community is filled with some of the most kind and caring people in the world, and we can't wait to welcome you into our world soon. For more information or to set up a discovery call with one of our IHP Health Coach graduates, simply head over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org.